ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ
ईश्वरो
ईश्वरो
गुरुरात्मेति
गुरुरात्मेति
विभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
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 दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये
दक्षिणामूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
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 शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
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 अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
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 वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे
वन्दे
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहनाववतु
ॐ
ॐ
सहना
सहना
भवतु
भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ
सहनौ
भुनक्तु
भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह
सह
वीर्यं
वीर्यं
करवावहै
करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु
मा
मा विद्विषावहै।
विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ
ॐ
शान्ति
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 शान्तिः।
शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्
ॐ
पार्थाय
पार्थाय
प्रतिबोधितां
प्रतिबोधितां
भगवता
भगवता
नारायणेन
नारायणेन
स्वयम्
स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणा मध्ये महाभारतम्
व्यासेन
व्यासेन
ग्रथितां
ग्रथितां
पुराणमुनिना
पुराणमुनिना
मध्ये
मध्ये
महाभारतम्।
महाभारतम्।
द्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं
भगवतीम्
भगवतीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवत्वेषिणीम्
अम्ब त्वाम्
त्वामनुसन्दधामि
अनुसन्दधामि
भगवद्गीते
भगवद्गीते
भगवद्वेषिणीम्।
भवद्वेषिणीम्
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं
यं
ब्रह्मा
ब्रह्मा
वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
दिव्यैस्तवैः
दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदोक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः
वेदैः
वेदै साङ्गपदक्रमो उपनिषदै
साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं
गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन
मनसा
मनसा
पश्यन्ति
पश्यन्ति
यं
यं
योगिनः
योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न
यस्यान्तं न
विदुःसुरासुरगणा
विदुःसुरासुरगणा
देवाय
देवाय
तस्मै
तस्मै
नमः।
नमः।
द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके
द्वाविमौ
द्वाविमौ
पुरुषौ
पुरुषौ
लोके
लोके
क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च।
क्षरश्चाक्षर
क्षरश्चाक्षर
एव
एव
च
च
क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि
क्षरः
क्षरः
सर्वाणि
सर्वाणि
भूतानि
भूतानि
कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते।
कूटस्थोऽक्षर
कूटस्थोऽक्षर
उच्यते।
उच्यते।
उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः
उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः
उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्यः
परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः।
परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः
परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः
यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य
यो
यो
लोकत्रयमाविश्य
लोकत्रयमाविश्य
बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः।
दैव
बिभर्त्यव्ययीश्वरः
ईश्वरः
यस्मात् क्षरमतीतोऽहम्
यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहम्
यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम्
अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः।
अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः
अक्षरादपितमः
ततोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च
अतोऽस्मि
अतोऽस्मि
लोके
लोके
वेदे च
वेदे च
प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः।
प्रथितः
प्रथितः
पुरुषोत्तमः
पुरुषोत्तमः
मामेवमसम्मूढः
यो
यो मामेव
मामेवमसम्मूढः
सम्मूढः
जानाति पुरुषोत्तमम्।
जानाति
जानानि
पुरुषोत्तमम्
पुरुषोत्तमम्
स सर्वविद् भजति माम्।
स
स सर्वविजति
सर्वविद्भजति
भजति
माम्
माम्
भावेन भारत
सर्वभावेन
सर्वभावेन
भारत
भारत
इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम्।
इति
इति
गुह्यतमं
गुह्यतमं
शास्त्रम्
शास्त्रम्
इदमुक्तं मया नघ
इदमुक्तं मया
मुक्तं मया नघ
एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमानः स्यात्।
एतद्बुद्ध्वा
बुद्धिमान्
बुद्धिमानः स्यात्
स्यात्
कृत्यश्च भारत
कृतकृत्यश्च
कृत्यश्च
भारत
भारत
So up to 12 to 14, Bhagavan has glorified his own glories, and from 16th, Bhagavan had picked up the main topic, the Purushottamaha. Why Bhagavan is calling Purushottamaha? So yesterday we have seen Bhagavan said there is two aspects of Purushaha asmin loke. In this loka, there are two aspects of Purushaha, dvau, imau. And what is the name of this Purushaha? Ksharaha cha aksharaha cha. So what is called Ksharaha? So Bhagavan says, Ksharaha sarvani bhutani. All beings from one cell organism up to the Brahmaji. Everything are called Ksharaha, and Kutastaha is called Aksharaha. Generally, we have taken kutastha is for consciousness, kute tishtati. But here, because in next verse, Bhagavan says, I am the different from Kshara and Akshara. That's why Shankaracharya has given the meaning of Akshara as a Maya. Because Maya is also kutastha. It never gets changed, is always manifest, unmanifest condition. So here the meaning of Akshara is called kutastha, but kutastha is equal to here for this context Maya. And in 17th chapter we have seen Bhagavan has said Uttamaha Purushaha Tu Anyaha. So there is a different Purushaha from Anyaha. Both of them, this is a different from Kshara and Akshara. There is a something is different. It is called Uttama Purushaha. And what is the name of that Purushaha? So he says Paramatma iti Udahrutaha. It is called as a Paramatma. Atma is called, really speaking, consciousness, and Parama is called limitless. So the name which is different from Kshara and Akshara is called Uttama Purushaha, most exalted Paramatma. And what is the role of this Paramatma? So he says, Yaha Lokatrayam Avishya, having entered in this three lokas, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, having entered, but being pervaded everywhere, there is a no literally entering, but the meaning of Avishya or Praveshya, the meaning is now Paramatma in the form of consciousness available in all three lokas is called Avishya. And having entered, having permeated in these three lokas, this Paramatma Bibharti. Vibharti means sustain, whole three words. And another name of this Paramatma is called Avyayaha, which is never get changed, changeless, and one who rules everything. Many times I have said the meaning of Ish is to rule. But the meaning of ruling is not king is ruling, but ruling is he is available everywhere. And being the availability of Paramatma everywhere, each and every Devtas does their job properly. This is called Ishvaraha. And now we have to see today 18th verse. So Yasmat Aksharah Atitaha, Yasmat Ksharam Atitaha Aksharaadapi cha Uttamaha Atosmi Loke cha Vede cha Pratitah Purushottamaha. But before that, Shankaracharya has put small bhashya. So he says, Yatha, just as Vyakyatasya Ishwarasya. The Ishvara which is being explained by the name Purushottama iti. Uttamaha means exalted, Purushaha is the Purushaha, one is most exalted Purushaha. Etad nama prasiddham, this name is well known everywhere. Tasya eva namasya, for namnaha, for that name, nama nirvachana prasiddhaya arthavatvam namnaha darshayan. So he says, prasiddham tasya eva paramatmanaha, for that paramatma nama nirvachana prasiddhaya. Nirvachanam is called etymology. Purushottama means Purushanam Yaha Uttamaha. It is called Nirvachanam. So Nama Nirvachanam Prasiddhya. This Paramatma is being famous by this its own etymology Purushottama and Arthavatvam. It is the significance of this Namaha Darshayan, showing the significance of this name Paramatma Niratishayaha Aham Ishvaraha iti atmanam darshayati Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Aham Ishvaraha Niratishayah. I am that Ishvara which is unsurpassed. I am the supreme most. To show this Atmanam Bhagavan Darshayati. Bhagavan himself showed. Darshayati has shown. He shows one's own self. Who am I? Bhagavan has shown to himself. And this is the well famous this mantra, and Bhagavan says there are two ksharam, and this is akshara. So Bhagavan says yasmat, because ksharam atitaha aham, because I am beyond the kshara. So we can take kshara as a karya, is a effect. Whole jagat is a effect, is a karya. In same way, aham aksharad api cha uttamah. I am supermost, supreme. Even from aksharat. Aksharat means mayayaha. So we can say karanat. So I am beyond karya and beyond karanam also, because maya consider as a upadan karan, parinami upadan karan. So I am beyond karya and karanam. Atitaha, and ataha, for that reason, loke vedecha prathitaha. So in loka, in this world, by these many poets, by many people who are devotee of Ishvara, in this loka, and even in Veda, aham prathitaha, well famous, prathitaha means well famous, as a Purushottamaha. So this name is given to me because I am more exalted than Karya and Karana. Purushottama Asmi means I am. So Purushottamaha Asmi, I am Purushottama, well famous. So from this only the name of this chapter is called Purushottama Yoga. The meaning I am beyond Karya and Karana. So in Viveka Chudamani it is given Karya Karana Jati Niti Gotra Duragam Nama Rupa Guna Dosha Duragam Desha Kala Kalayadita Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatman. It is given in this all contemplation verses. There also is given Paramatma is beyond Karya and Karana. So here in different way Bhagavan is given I am different from Karya means Kshara, I am different from Akshara, that's why my name is called Purushottama. And even here Shankaracharya said the Kshara is called as a Sansara Vriksha. He says now in Bhashya, he says Yasmat, because Ksharam Atitaha Aham, because I am beyond the Ksharam. Ksharam Atitaha Aham. And what is called Ksharam? So he says Samsara Maya Vriksha. Because Ksharam considered as a all samsara. So this Ksharam is equal to Samsara Maya Vriksham Ashvatha Akhyam. By the name is a Pippala Ashvatha Atikrantaha Aham. So I am crossed over, beyond, surpass, whatever. So I am beyond this samsara vriksha. That's why aksharaha atitaha. In same way, even I am beyond aksharat. Ksharam atitaha, it is up to here. Now aksharat api. So what is the meaning of akshara? So Shankaracharya is given samsara vriksha bija bhutadapi uttamaha. So this maya is in the form of the seed of the samsara tree. That's why Shankaracharya says aksharad api, even though beyond the akshara means the meaning of aksharas means samsara vriksha bija bhuta. Whenever bhuta comes at the end of the word, the meaning is in the form of bija is the seed and samsara vriksha. So even I am beyond Uttamaha is called Utkrishtatamaha, most exalted. Otherwise, Urdhvatamaha va. Otherwise, it is called Uttamaha. One meaning is called Utkrishtatamaha and another meaning is Urdhvatamaha. So, what is the meaning of Uttamaha? Either most exalted or otherwise highest. Urdhvatamaha I am. And that's why Bhagavan says, Ataha Kshara Aksharabhyam Uttamatvat Asmi means Bhavami. Because being the exalted both of Kshara and Akshara, I am, Bhavami means I am, Loke Vedecha Prathitaha. So in Loka, in this word, even in Veda, Prathitaha is Prakhyataha, is a well known by the name Purushottamaha iti. Evam, in this manner, Mam, to me, Bhakta Janaha, all devotees, Viduhu, these all people know me. Viduhu is a verb, know me. Even Vedecha, Lokecha. So the meaning of Loke is given Kavayaha, the poets. The meaning is not literally poet, but who has written these all devotion scriptures. In Kavyadishu cha idam nama nibadnanti. It is bound by this name as a Purushottama. It is given as a Purushottama. They always use this name Purushottama. Iti, you won't believe, but in our, I don't know in other state, but in our calendar, our Gujarati calendar, really speaking, there are 12 months. But sometime extra, sometime days are less. So every 3 years or 2 years, we have one extra month in our Gujarati calendar. And the name of that month we can call as a Purushottam Mas. Yes, it is, and people are doing more and more devotion in this month. It is called Purushottam Mahina. So that's why Bhagavan says, Nibadnanti. They are using this name, Purushottama Nama Nibadnanti. Anena, by this name, Abhidhana means name. Abhigrunanti means they glorify me. Abhigrunanti, they utilize, they glorify, they praise by the name Purushottama. So this is the name of Purushottama. Now one who knows this Ishvara as a Purushottama, what is the phalam, what is the result? So Shankaracharya says, Atha, thereafter, Idanim means now, Yatha, just as Niruktam Atmanam Yahavedam. Niruktam is called etymology. Another name is called Nishchayena Uktam. It is called Niruktam. It is given properly naming. It is called etymology. Atmanam, of oneself, like Purushottama, Yahaveda. One who knows Veda, it is here, it is a verb. One who knows Tasya, for that person, Idam Phalam Uchyate. One who knows Ishvara by the name Purushottama, it is the result by knowing Paramatma is a Purushottama. In 19th verse, Bhagavan says, Yaha, any person XYZ, who is this? Asammudaha. So this doesn't have any type of delusion regarding the Ishvara. It's called Asammudaha Mama Evam Purushottamam Janati. A person who is without any confusion, one who knows. But here the meaning of Janati is not as a third person. But one who knows Ishvara, I have just written aparokshataya. One who considers I am not separate from Ishvara. In fact, I am the Ishvara. This is called aparokshataya janati. One who knows Ish Purushottamam aparokshataya, that person becomes Saha Sarvavit. Sarvavit, Shankaracharya has written only, the meaning is he knows everything. Whenever we say he knows everything, the meaning is that person knows everything here, whatever in front of me, even inside me, whatever appear in front of me is nothing but same Purushottama. One who knows in this way, it's called Sarvavit. Sarvam Vetti. There is a one verb is called Vetti, but in second conjugation it's called Vid. The meaning of Vid is to know. Sarvavit, Sarvam Janati. Means one who knows everything is here, nothing but Ishvara only. And Bhajati Ma, they know me, understood me, Sarva Bhavena. The meaning of Sarva Bhavena means to dealing with anyone, start from small insect up to any beings, they always say this is me only, this is Ishvara only. This the frame of mind, this disposition of mind is called Sarva Bhavena. That person, one is asammudaha sasarvavit sarva bhavena mam bhajati. The bhajati means he knows me properly, very well. O Bharata, the meaning of Bharata is Arjuna. This is the meaning. So after understanding Ishvara like Purushottama, that person also becomes Sarvatmana and Sarvabhaven, means Sarvatmana Chitta. Totally assimilated knowledge brings the mind, the frame of the mind of the devotee is everything is there, nothing but Ishvara. This is the ultimate result by knowing the Paramatma is a Purushottama. The Shankaracharya is very briefly but very aptly told the meaning of is very important. One is Janati, one is Sarvavit and Sarva Bhavena. He is given beautifully. So he says, Yaha means any person, XYZ, Yaha devotee, Mam means this Ishvara. Yathokta Visheshanam, which is already told by the name Purushottama, it is called Visheshanam. Specific name has been used, evam, in this manner, Yathoktena Prakarena. In this method, which is told, I am not separate from Ishvara, that person is asammudaha, is without any delusion. Mudaha is called deluded person. Sammudaha is totally deluded person, but here asammudaha means which is without any delusion, 100%, it is called asammudaha. Shankaracharya is given another synonym, sammohaha varjita. Sammoha varjita. It is free from any type of delusion. San means being, janati. So what is the meaning of janati? Shankaracharya starts from here. He says the meaning of janati means ayam aham asmi. Ayam means this Purushottamaha aham asmi. I am that Purushottama iti. So the meaning of janati, I am totally not separate from Ishvara. Ayam aham asmi. I have told many times, but I would like to share again and again. When we say A is equal to B, B is equal to C, then literally A is equal to C. So we can say Ishvaraha is equal to Jagat. We are Jagat only. So Jagat is nothing but Jiva, and that's why Jiva and Ishvara are one and same. That's why Aham, Ayam, Asmi, I am this Purushottamam, Sa Sarvavit. That person is knower of everything. But what is the meaning of knower of everything? So he says, Sarvatmana Sarvam Vetti iti Sarvagnaha. Sarvatmana, in the form of the consciousness, Sarvam Vetti. If somebody is insulting us, but in that person also, that same Paramatma, one who understands, it's called Sarvam Vetti. So in this word, each and every people never, glorifies us or criticizes us. But in our eye, if each and every person is nothing but Ishvara, it is called Sarvatmana Sarvam Vet. Like in the eye of goldsmith, nose ring and the bangle are one and same. Same in the eye of the liberated or self-knowledge person, each and every person is nothing but it is the consciousness of everyone. That person is called Sarvagnaha, Sarvam Janati. And that person, Sarvabhutastham Mam Bhajati. The meaning of Sarvabhutastham, Sarvabhute Tishtati, Sarvabhutastham. Stham, whenever come at the end of the word, is called Tishtati. Gruhastha, Gruhe Tishtati. Same way, Bhutastha, Bhute Tishtati. So I am available, Paramatma is available in every being, is called Sarva Bhutastha. One who obtained in each and every being, and in same manner, one who has this vision is called Mam Bhajati Sarva Bhavena Sarvatma Chittataya. One whose mind is filled up with everything is here, nothing but same Ishvara, is called Sarva Bhavena. So what is the meaning of Sarva Bhavena? This is the Sarva Bhavena is equal to Sarvatma Chittataya. By the sameness of the mind for each and every being is called Sarva Bhavena. Hey Bharata, the vision is being changed. I always say one who knows little bit Tulsikrut Ramayana. So in first Kanda, Bal Kanda, Tulsidas says, Siya Ram mai sab jag jani. This is well famous, no? So I know everything is here is nothing but Lord Rama and Sitaji. In first Kanda. But in last Uttar Kanda says, Nicha Prabhu mai dekhahu jagat. Now I am seeing each and every being is nothing but my Ishvara only. So totally, Siya Ram mai sabak jani means he is just knowledge. Every being may be all beings. Sitaram may be all beings are nothing but Sitaram. But in seventh Kanda, he realized everything is nothing but Sitaram only. Nija Prabhu mai dekhahu jagat, with whom I can fight, with whom I can afford opposite. This is called Sarvatma Bhavena, Sarvatma Chittataya. Hey Bharat. So what is the result if somebody asks, what is the result of by knowing Ishvara is called Sarvatma Bhava, to understand each and every beings are nothing but in the form of Ishvara. This is the ultimate phalam or result. And this is the last. It says Asmin Adhyaya. In this chapter, Bhagavat Tattva Gnanam. So in this chapter, two things has been given. One is called knowledge, the truth of the Ishvara, and Moksha Phalam, the result in the form of the liberation. Uktva, having been said, Atha means now, Idanim, both of this, the knowledge of Ishvara and the result is a liberation, Tat Stauti is being praised by Bhagavan himself. So he says, idam guhyatamam shastram idam uktam maya naga etad buddhva buddhimana syat krutakrutyascha bharata. So iti, the meaning of iti means now this chapter is being completed. Last verse, he says, idam uktam shastram. This shastra, this scriptures or upadesha, uktam, is being told by whom? So maya, by me only. And the adjective of this shastra is guhyatamam, is the most secret. Guhya is secret. Rajavidya, Rajaguhya. Same way here also, this knowledge, this upadesha is most secret, is being told by me. He anagha. Agha is called papa. But one who doesn't have any papa is called anagha. From whom all papa has been gone is called anagaha. This is the address of Arjuna. So Bhagavan says, O sinless, without papa, one, this shastra, most secret shastra being told by me, Bhagavan said, etad buddhva. Here the meaning of buddhva, really speaking, is called having known, understanding. But here the buddhva, I can say having assimilated this all knowledge or this teaching, that person become buddhimana syat. Again, we know the buddhiman means one who has intellect. But here the meaning of buddhimana means one who has self-knowledge. So having assimilated this knowledge or this teaching, the person becomes buddhiman, means he becomes a self-knowledge. And one who has self-knowledge, he thinks everything is being fulfilled. It is called krutakritya. Whatever to be done, I have done. That feeling of satisfaction is called krutakritya. Krutaha means done. Krutya means to be done. What is to be done? One who has done, it is called krutakritya. Sometime our responsibilities are over. We always feel in our heart, what is to be done, I have done for my family. This is called krutakritya. But here Shankaracharya ji will tell, having born as a manushya, so what is we have to be fulfilled? To know oneself. Then only it can be called as a fulfillment of life. To know oneself is called krutakritya. So Bhagavan says, iti means in this way, etad means this, guhyatamam. So Shankaracharya has given two meaning, gopyatamam. Gup means hiding, gopya means most secret. So gopyatamam means most secret. Atyanta rahasyam. Rahasya is called mystical. Atyanta means too much. It is a most mystical and most sacred or most guhyatamam means most secret. Shastram iti etad kim tat. What is this guhyatamam? He says this shastram, the teaching. Urdvamula madashakam, up to here, all teaching, it is very gopyatamam, is highly mystical and highly sacred also. Why Bhagavan is too much glorified? So Shankaracharya ji says, Yadyapi, he says, even though Gita-khyam samastam shastram uchyate, even whole Gita is called samasta shastram, whole Gita is the whole scripture. So Gita considered as a scriptures, but this single chapter is also considered as a scriptures. Tathapi, even though ayam eva adhyayah, Even this chapter also Shastram iti uchyate. Even this chapter is considered as a scriptures. 18 chapters is also Shastram, but even Bhagavan says one who understands this 15th chapter thoroughly, this is also Ayam eva adhyayah Shastram iti uchyate. Iha asmin shloke, in this. Why? So he says stuti artha prakaranat. Prakaranat means by context. Stuti artha. This is called glorifying. सर्वः हि गीताशास्त्र अर्थः अस्मिन् अध्याये समासेन उक्तः. So, sarvah means all, the meaning of the scriptures of Gita. Asmin adhyaye, in this chapter, samasena, in brief, uktah, has been told. And not only is been told, but give the phalam. Until we never give the phalam, scriptures cannot be over. That's why it says, na kevalam sarva cha veda artha, but iha parisamaptah, but they will say even the phalam also. So sarvaha cha vedartha, the meaning of all Veda, sarvaha cha vedartha, the meaning of all Veda, iha asmin adhyaye parisamaptah. It covered everything. Here parisamaptah is not really over, but everything is covered in this chapter. In which way? The Shankaracharya has quoted same chapter, the quotation. Yaha tam vedaha sa vedavit. The one who knows this, that person becomes vedavit, means it becomes the knower of the Veda. This is also the phalam, the fruit. Vedehi sarvehi ahameva vedya. In this all Vedas, to whom to be known, he says ahameva. Sarvehi vedehi ahameva vedya. By all Vedas to be known only one thing, it is me only, cha uktam. It has been said in this chapter. That's why this chapter considered as a Shastra. Idam uktam. This is idam uktam here. He says idam uktam, in meaning is kathitam. It is told by me. Everything is told by me. Maya means by me. He anagha means apapa. One who doesn't have any sin is apapa. Etat shastram. This scriptures, this teaching, yatha darshita artha. Just as the given the meaning as it is, Budhva. So having the meaning of Budhva means having assimilated. Otherwise, this teaching will remain on the intellect layer, not at mind. So Budhva, in my understanding, means our mind has also accepted this teaching. Only by after that, Buddhimana syat, that person become a self-knowledgeable person, a knower of the self. Syat means bhavet, na anyatha, there is a no other way. And krutakrutyah cha, and that person becomes the sense of fulfillment. He Bharata means, O Arjuna. Now Shankaracharya has given the meaning of Krutakritya also, to whom we can call the Krutakritya. So he said, Krutam Krutyam Kartavyam. Krutam means done. Krutyam is equal to Kartavyam. What is to be done? One who has done, it is called Krutakritya. Yena, by whom that person is called Krutakritya. What is to be done? One who has done, it is called Krutakritya. And even Shankaracharya says, a person who has done what is to be done, that person is called Brahmana. There is a one word in our scriptures is Brahmana. Brahma Janati, it is called Brahmana. One who knows Ishvara, Brahman in this life, this is called Brahmana. What is to be done in this life? So Shankaracharya ji says, to know oneself. So he says, Vishishta Janma Prasutena Brahmanena Yat Kartavyam. What is to be done by the Brahmana? The meaning of Brahmana means to know oneself. It is not by being born in the family of Brahmana. But he says, Yat Kartavyam Vishishta Janma Prasutena. People say this is born in specific house, but Yat Kartavyam, to know oneself, Tat Sarvam, everything is Bhagavat Tattve Vidite Krutam. That is called Brahmana. Krutam means done, Vidite Sati. When person knows the truth of the Bhagavan, the truth of the Bhagavan or truth of me, both are one and same, and I am not separate from Ishvara, that person is called Brahmana, nothing else. And that Bhavet Krutakrutyam, when you know who am I, then we have the sense of fulfillment. This is called Bhagavat Tattve Vidite Krutam. By knowing the truth of Ishvara, Vidite Bhavet. So Bhagavat Tattve Vidite Sati. When by knowing the truth of Bhagavan means Ishvara, Krutam, it has been done, Tab Krutakrutyam Bhavet. That person is the sense of Iti Artha. This is the meaning. Na Anyatha Kartavyam. There is a no anything more to be done. Anyatha means there is a no other way. Kartavyam parisamapyate kasyachit, by anyone. If some says, even we have done something, no, after some time again we have that feeling, still I have to be done something more. Any worldly accomplishment never gives the 100% fulfillment. But when we know ourselves, it gives that fulfillment. Even we have not fulfilled anything in this world, still we consider whatever to be done, I have done. That's why Shankaracharya ji has given one quotation from same Gita. He says, Sarva karma akhilam partha gnane parisamapyate. All karmas being completed is over when gnanam takes place. Gnane parisamapyate. Iti cha uktam. And he has quoted one Manusmruti, to whom we called Brahmana. So he says, Etadhi janma samagram brahmanasya visheshataha. Etadi, this is only the samagri of janma, the fulfillment of this birth, brahmanasya, or brahmana visheshataha. Etat prapya, having accomplished this, Krutakrutyah Dvijah Bhavati. Then only we have sense of Krutakritya, and then only is called Dvija. There is one more shloka I don't have remember, you might have remember. By birth, everyone is Kshudra. And having great, and only Brahma Gnanena Brahmana Bhavati. That I will put, but it is also very beautiful. So Dvijaha means this Brahmana, only Etat Prapya. Means Etat means this Ishvara, Prapya means having known this Ishvara, Dvijaha Bhavati, Krutakrityaha Bhavati. Na Anyatha, there is no other way. We can't say I am a Brahmana. Iti Manavam Vachanam, because Manusmruti, And Manoho Apat, that's why we are called as a Manava. So before 2 days I was reading, Manohu, we all are considered as the children of first Manu. That's why Manavaha and another name is called Manushya. Both names have come because we are the children of this Manu. Manavam Vachanam and Yataha. Because of this, etat paramartha tattvam, this the truth of this ultimate truth, mattaha, from me, shrutavan, who are you? You have listened this all my teaching, the ultimate truth. Asi, so you have listened. Tataha tvam krutartha. O Arjuna, you are liberated. Krutartha means you are fulfilled, you are accomplished. Tvam means you. Bharata means O Arjun. Tvam krutartha. You are krutartha iti. So this is the meaning of 15th chapter. And here, iti Shri Mahabharate means in this Mahabharata, Shata Sahasryam means Sahasryam means 1 lakh. Samhitayam in this mantra, Vaiyasikyam, which is prepared by Vyasa, is called Vaiyasikyam. In this Bhishma Parvani, in this Bhishma Parva, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so Upanishatsu. This Bhagavad Gita is none other than Upanishad's subject matter, Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastra. The subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is Brahma Vidya as well as Yoga. It is being Krishna Arjuna Samvade, it is shared through the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. And name of this chapter is Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyaya. And another is Iti Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Govinda Bhagavata Pujya Pada Shishya Srimad Shankara Bhagavata Kruto. Because Shankaracharya ji is a disciple of Govinda Padacharya. So is Bhagavata Kruto Srimad Bhagavad Gita Bhashe Purushottama Yoga. Here the Yoga is chapter Nama Panchadashodhyaya. So in this way, this is over. Next time we will start Shodashodhyaya. Any question regarding this? Of
So
15?
that sloka that you mentioned, Swamiji, that's Janmana Jayate Shudra.
Janmana Jayate Shudraha Karmana
Samskara. Yeah.
Dvijaha, no? Samskara Dvij. And then
Samskara Dvija Uchyate.
and third line?
Yeah,
Janmana Jayate Samskara Dvijaha Bhavati. Then Karmana something and Brahma Gnanat Brahmana. Like that something.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot the last word. So this 15th chapter and 18th chapter are scripture. I mean, status of scriptures themselves, even the chapter itself.
Yeah. 18th chapter is a summary of all Bhagavad Gita. But 15th chapter it says everything is given, including Phalkatham. Means Sarvabhav. It is given. That's why 15th
It's
chapter.
amazing. Sorry.
Yeah, please, yeah.
No, it's very interesting. It says Gugyatam Shastram, but it's an open secret because that Ishvara equals Jagat, and Jagat contains, Jiva.
That's why
Is really, we see that every day, but we experience that every day, but we don't take the essence.
Yeah, it is very difficult to put in everyday dealing, sometimes. Everything, in spite of knowing everything, when this worldly transaction comes, we miss sometimes. But still, this is no every time listening. I think it is our old sanskara. Slowly, slowly it goes. And this new sanskara is built up. So everything is Ishvara. Because we are studying this is from this birth, if we think. But we are Deha. These other are different from me. This is very deepen in our heart. It is deepen in our mind. To get out from this old impression, it will take time.
Swamiji, like you talked about Brahmana and Dvija. So it says one who is born twice, right? Dvija is so in Upanayanam time we get the Brahmopadesham, right? The Gayatri
Right, yeah.
mantra. That is the second birth, right? You are given the secret of Brahman, the knowledge of Brahman.
Even
Is that right, Swaminiji? The Dvijavara is like,
yeah, same. That's why twice born. Dvi means twice, ja means born, dvija means twice born. Even birds are called dvija. Because first they are born as a egg, and after egg
oh,
comes. That's why even this
Yeah,
are dvija. Twice born.
that,
Whenever dvija comes means twice born.
the twice born is literally, that bird is an example. But in human condition, the twice born is really a cognitive birth.
Yeah, it's a sanskara. Yeah, it is a cognitive birth.
Even in
actually the
Christianity, they
bird metaphor is very perfect actually,
have.
because we are sort of in the prison of samsara. Then you break up and then you get wings and you fly.
Yeah.
It's a really nice metaphor actually.
So do you know that aham vrukshasya reriva, that's Dashashanti mantra?
Mm.
Yeah.
This
Mm.
iti Trishankorva Vedanuvachanam. This is being said by Trishanku. There is one
Mm.
Rishi. He was telling everything inside the womb of the mother because he has already got some self knowledge in previous life, and because of some karmas are left out, he is again come. And in the womb, he realized everything. And it says,
Mm.
whenever I will come out of the womb, I will fly. Like you said, no? I will fly from this.
Mm.
I will die. I don't like to
Mm.
continue my body. I will fly. I will come out from this Manushya.
Even that concept is there in Christianity also. They say born again Christian.
Yeah, born again. Yeah.
Born again Christian. I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of, how they become born again. They get more oriented towards the worship part, but the concept is there.
Right.
Even
Mm.
the be still. No, they use the be still. That's a very powerful, teaching in Christianity also. Be still, like
Yeah.
just be,
Yeah.
don't do.
Yeah. In Tamil, Sudhakarji, I think Thai Manavar, his Upadesha that he got was Chumma ire.
Mhm.
Chumma ire sollara. That was his thing.
Yeah, Swami
Just
TV
that
used to
it
always.
said, Swami TV says, shut up, uh, shut up and sit down, or something like
Right.
that. That
No, he
is
used to
the,
always say, don't become, just be.
Oh.
There's nothing to become.
To become is called samsara. That's why
Yeah.
samsara is life of becoming. I would like to become this, I would like to become this.
Mhm.
This is called samsara, life of
Yeah.
becoming. It stops. Like now, I don't like to become anything. I know who am I. Let it be with me. This is called gnanam.
Yeah, I know. We
Yes,
don't realize that, right? So, Manji, like the becoming is fine, if it can come to an end at some point, right? But it never ends. You're always wanting to become something. It's like the infinite loop in computer programming. You know, you just keep on going more and more and more and more. There was a poet, Tamil poet, Kalamega Pulavar. He said, he sang to Vishnu and he said, I want to challenge you. Who is greater, you or me? And then he says, let me tell you, you only took 10 incarnations, whereas I have taken countless incarnations.
So we are great, no? We all are great. In
Yeah, yeah.
that.
It's like Bhagavan playing a game all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like Bhagavan plays a game on himself, like all this
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
himself
Yeah.
or her-
Yeah.
himself or herself. That's just a notation. Even this conversation we are having, it's just all transient.
Right.
It's
Right.
just happens.
Yeah. There is an Argentinian philosopher poet. His name is Luis Borges. He writes something like this, Sudhakarji. He says, how great is that magician who has created such a magic that he himself falls for that magic. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Bhagavan
That's
plays the
like
game, but
Yeah.
he's playing it so perfectly, you know.
he tricks himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
But the slightly sorry, Swami, we are keeping you late, but I keep getting thoughts. There's I read a Zen book from Japan. It said something, it says something like things happen, events come to an end, but there is no individual doing anything. It's like the movie that plays on the screen. That movie is very real when it is playing. Because, when we look, it's like Bhagavan watching the movie also will think, oh, yeah, all these things are happening, but nothing has really happened. It's just amazing it's just amazing. We have to only wonder about the
Yeah.
trick.
They say this movie in the screen, there is a screen is considered as a Brahman. On the
Mm,
Brahman, whole play of the sansara is keep on moving, and it is asanga. This Brahman
Mm.
is a
right,
screen.
Swamiji, I was trying to say, even see that analogy tells me, at least to me, for my limited understanding of whatever, when that Bhagavan or Brahman is the screen, and the movie is playing on the screen, but still there is an element of somebody watching that movie on the screen. So it's a self-reflection. It's like, even Bhagavan himself stands there and watches the movie,
Yes.
is what comes to my mind all the time.
Yes. If you, Sudhakarji, you should read Kashmir Shaivism, actually.
Yeah.
Kashmir Shaivism, exactly, they talk about this, some kind of holographic projection or something, that Shiva himself projects the movie on himself and watches the movie. It's kind of weird, the Kashmir Shaivism. It's like a combination of Advaita and
Yeah, that recursion principle in computer science is very apt for
yes.
Vedanta. Because there's no, it's a self invocation mechanism.
Yes.
That's very poor. Sorry, Swamiji, we are getting carried away. We'll stop here.
So I think Kestananji has to take his dinner.
Yes.
No,
And we have to
no,
take
don't worry about that.
much
Don't
time.
worry about that, Swamiji. It's been a wonderful class, and 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 this chapter is very nice. Is has been beautiful. Beautiful, this chapter, 15th chapter. I think it summarizes all the knowledge, I think.
Yeah, very true.
It also
just
brings
amazing.
Swamiji, right? The bhakti and jnana together, right? This
Yeah, everything
yeah,
is within.
everything is there. Yeah.
That's is very important. So shall we do Purna Mother?
Yes, Swami. Thank you.
Om
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.